Hello students, today we will learn about the topic symmetric key cryptography. Now based on keys that has been used in different cryptographic algorithm, the cryptography can be divided into two. Number one, symmetric key cryptography, and number two is asymmetric key cryptography. Now, what is symmetric key cryptography? The word symmetric means same. That means the same key has been used for encryption as well as for decryption purpose. Suppose a sender wants to send a message to a particular recipient. Now, when the sender sends the message, he or she actually encrypt that message to produce the ciphertext by using a key which is called secret key. Look at this, secret key. Okay. Now, when the message is received by the recipient and the recipient wants to read that message, he or she has to decrypt that message to get back the plain text form using a key which is also called secret key. Now the point is, this key and the key that was used for encryption purpose in the previous case, both are same. So the name symmetric. That means the same key has been used for encryption as well as for decryption purpose. This key is called secret key, and because this key is shared by both the sender and the recipient, so it is termed as shared secret key. Look at this picture. Here, this yellow color key is called the shared secret key, and it has been used for encryption to produce the ciphertext and as well as for decryption to produce the plain text from that ciphertext. So that's the picture. Now we will discuss about DES algorithm. DES. What is the full form of DES? The data encryption standard. This has been used. DES has been used for over the 3 decades. But of late, DES has been found vulnerable against very powerful attacks, and therefore the popularity of DES has been slightly on the decline. However, no concept on security is complete without DES, as it has been a landmark in cryptographic algorithm. So we will discuss the DES algorithm here. Look at this picture. That is the basic general structure of DES algorithm. The actual step-by-step process and what is actually happening at every step, that is elaborately written in the notes that I today send you over the group mail. Now that is the general picture of DES algorithm. The basic principles is that the DES is a block cipher cryptographic algorithm. It encrypts data in blocks of size 64 bits. That means 64 bits of plain text goes as an input to DES, which produces 64 bits of ciphertext. The same algorithm and key are used for encryption and decryption with minor differences. The key length is 56 bits. We have mentioned that DES uses a 56-bit key. Actually, the initial key consists of 64 bits. However, before the DES process even starts, every 8th bit of the key is discarded to produce a 56-bit key. That means the bit positions 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, and 56 and 64 are discarded. Thus, we get 56-bit cipher key. Now, this cipher text, now the key is generated of length 56-bit. Now the plain text 64-bit goes into several steps. In the first step, the 64-bit plain text block is handed over to an initial permutation function. Now the initial permutation is performed on plain text. Next, the initial permutation produces two halves of permuted blocks. One is called left plain text LPT and another is called right plain text RPT. Now each of these LPT and RPT goes through 16 rounds of encryption process. At the end, LPT and RPT are rejoined and the final permutation is performed on this combined block. The result of this process produces 64-bit cipher text. Look at this. Here, each round 1, round 2, there are 16 rounds and each round consists of these several functions that is depicted over this picture. And each of this function is mentioned within the note. Now, each of these functions consists of this type of functions where consist of expansion p box, straight p box, and all these things are elaborately written on the notes. So in this way, the DES produces the cipher text. Look at this round key 01, round key 02, round key 16, and this is the round key generator function. And here the key is 56-bit cipher key is there, and after that it processes the 64-bit cipher text. So that is the general structure, general pictorial diagram to represent the DES algorithm. And for detailing, you have to go through the notes. And for that time, the DES algorithm is completed here. Hope it will bring your interest. Thank you, students.